Speedy Shoppers is a 2 to 12 player game. To play, you'll need the shopping board, the Think Square overlay, a 6-sided dice, things to indicate each of the players, beads, 8 of each colour for each player, so like so, and then a whole bunch of black beads to indicate shopping items that are not available or that you're not using in this game. To play Speedy Shoppers, players decide on a shopping list of 10 items. To win the game, a player must get 8 out of the 10 items and then bring them back to the checkout before any of their opponents. You can also play a version where players need to check out 8 items and do it in the cheapest way possible. However, there's going to be a shortage of certain items because people will go for the cheaper ones like flour. Also, there's a penalty in this version for the last people. They have to pay for parking when the first people don't, but refer to the PDF for that version. In this version, you can see we've got our list of 10 items and some of them have been covered over with black beads already. That represents items that have been taken from the shelves and aren't there. So for example here we've got 1, 2, 3 flowers left up for grabs with 4 players. Here we've got lots of bread at the moment, we haven't covered it, and we're going to cover a few breads. So there's now 7 breads available, 6, 5, 4, 3. So there's only 3 breads available. One person will miss out on bread in this 4-player game. To figure out how many items you play with, multiply the number of players by 9 and that tells you how many items should be available on your list. So here 4 times 9 is 36, so there's 36 items available for these players to get. During the game, when a player gets an item, they need to be right next to the item, except for the case with the deli, you need to go here and then wait one turn for the person to go collect your stuff and bring it back. Otherwise, you need to be right directly next to an item to pick it up or to purchase it. So here you can buy a flower, here you can buy a flower, not diagonally, here you can buy a flower, and that would all be buying that one flower there. So the game begins with the first player, which is yellow, rolling a dice and beginning in the corner. You can choose either corner to start the game in, but yellow's chosen this corner. So yellow would roll the dice and they've rolled a 3. That 3 applies to every single player, but yellow, since they rolled it, get to move 3 first. Again, you can't move diagonally unless you use your 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. Blue gets to then move their 3. 1, 2, 3. Green gets to move their 3. 1, 2, 3. Red gets to move theirs. 1, 2, 3. Now, next roll, blue gets to go first. So yellow will actually be last because it will go blue, green, red, yellow. So even though yellow went first, blue might actually be the first person to reach the corn or the carrot if you were playing with those items. So it's not necessarily an advantage to go first. It's good to time your run so that you are going first when you're trying to go for a certain item that might have a shortage later on. So 5. Blue gets a 5, everyone gets a 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yellow goes, well not yellow, green goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, red will be able to buy a toilet roll. And then yellow gets to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, green rolls. They roll a 3. 1, 2, 3. They're now lined up to take the flower. Yellow, 1, 2, 3. Blue, 1, 2, 3. Now, red will choose to purchase the toilet paper, and to do that, they put a bead over top of the toilet paper. It needs to be a red bead to show that they're the ones that have taken it. No one else can get that toilet paper now. That's in red's shopping trolley. It's important that you put your coloured bead on there so that at the end of the game, people can see that you've got at least 8 items by looking at the beads and their colours. So the game continues, and during the game, players may get stuck like this If yellow's trying to storm through, but blue wants to buy carrots, yellow has to go the long way around. You can't go over top of someone else's shopping trolley. Or it might get crowded along here because everyone's going for the same item. And if that were the case, red can't go past these two players because they're blocking the aisle. So once you've got your 8 items, you run back to the checkout as fast as you can. When you get to the checkout, it takes 3 turns for you to finally finish. So it takes 3 turns for them to scan your item, or 3 rolls. And if you choose during a game to either go to the deli, which I've made a mistake before, this is a 2-roll penalty to go to the deli and let someone collect your stuff, you miss out on 2 rolls by going to the deli. And when you collect an item, like red did before with the toilet paper, red can't, even if it was a 6, this time it was a 1, so it's great for red to shop. Whatever got rolled, red doesn't use that roll. They have to put the bead on top of the thing for their turn. Whether it's a 1 or a 6, they miss that roll. They can't move. So you can either move or shop for items or go to the deli in your turn. You can't move and buy an item in the same roll. So sometimes you might get a 6 rolled and you might not want to get that toilet roll because you think, oh, 6 is a good number, I'll get up here and then buy this one. So it's all about shopping or using numbers in the most efficient way to get out of the shopping centre before anybody else.